Good morning. This is Tanya the Lady Strange. Today I am doing a brief video and book review on a book I just finished. Um, Taking me a bit longer to read book lately. But when something is a good reference source, a source of education, enlightenment, advancing, and such, the time and dedication should be taken to thoroughly understand or take notes or journal on. So, again, I'm glad I finally finished this one. Y'all may have been seeing this before if you're a tarot enthusiastic or collector like I am, or a book, an occult book collector like I am. This is called The Tarot by Richard Cavendish. Now, if you have not read this or not familiar with this, I highly recommend this. This is the hardcover version of it. I got this, my husband bought this for me at an antique store a couple months ago. So yes, so it is highly recommended. I give this basically out of most tarot books that I have encountered or in my collection, which has been many, throughout the years, and many I've read or researched or just even hold on to for my collection that may have some type of value in reference. I give this one definitely because of the actual knowledge, the history, the education, but also on how, yes, it's in depth, but not to the point where it is where you can't follow along or to read it or to understand it. It's very approachable, just the right amount, I believe. And for the historical value of how far back it goes back into the tarot history, the origins, the possible origins, reference material, the guidelines of them is the key, a spiritual level on the tree of life, which is starting to advance my knowledge and understanding of that. So this has already helped in my foundations of that to cement them, but to make them much more understanding and approachable. The illustrations in this book are amazing. Now, this book is still available. Not the hardcover that I can see on Amazon, but at least the mass market, I believe, is going for about $20 to $22, give or take. So yes. So I definitely, again, highly recommend this book. Just going to do a quick flip through here so that you can see some of the pictures and illustrations, and of course to get a better idea of what this book references or encompasses, and of course why I am so enthusiastic about it. That's just the beginning, of course, as you can see. Just go to a random page, like for example, here is one of the ones that you can see from an older deck, a historical deck, so you can see those images of the historical deck. Things I've never heard of or encountered, but possibly would love to get my hands on, acquire, or study. So this has been very insightful for me for this book, but also, of course, having pictures to go along with not only what is reference or documentation in a book, which I consider is a reference material and historical material, definitely is great and much needed and complimentary in my opinion. And that's also one of the things that gives this book, technically in my opinion, 5 stars for any tarot reader or enthusiast or collector or someone that's learning or starting off with has some knowledge but is starting to further their own path. As you can see, some pictures of the traditional Rider-Waite there. So here, this is one of my favorite pictures in this book. One of my favorite pictures or illustrations, of course, the tower. We all know, if you watch any of my previous videos, the tower and I have a love and hate relationship. But I'm coming to understand the tower in so many different ways, on so many levels, and it's causing me to be more reflective, insightful, considerative, and also to break through my limitations and barriers in respect to how I interpret the card, how I view the card, and how it connects with me, and how it makes me want to learn more and push my own limits, and throw away old beliefs or let go of old beliefs and open the doors for new. So look at this lovely illustration here. This is amazing. And of course that, again, I'm just pointing out a few things on here. It tells about the different tarot systems, of course, Rider-Waite, Thoth, of course, which is my favorite. But again, I also like Rider-Waite in the respect that I easily connect with that one. It's very easy to intuitive from that type of thing. So no, nothing wrong with the Rider-Waite. And it's a great thing for beginners to learn on. Or even I learned several new things from it as more as I expand my knowledge and connection with the Rider-Waite system myself. And even though my main system and my main start has been from the beginning, if you watch any of my previous videos, has actually been the Thoth system. Of course, I am a big reader. I'm learning more and more about Crowley. I also call Crowley. Habit, that's what it is, of his writings, teachings, and insight. He may have been a wicked man, but of course, who doesn't love a wicked man sometimes, us ladies or us men, and someone that's very knowledgeable in the occult and insight and intellectual and even his fiction readings. So yes, so there's about the Thoth in here, the Waite, also the Metelli, systems of the decks, religious connotations, text and history, how they applied to life in the medieval time, in the Kabbalah. So again, as you can see, even the back here, there's a whole bunch of stuff in the back here about different spreads and different knowledge. It is about 200, well, just right under, give or take, 200 pages. So again, a wonderful book. And of course, I am glad I picked it up at the store. At first, I was kind of like, I did not pay as much for this either, for this copy, where I got it. My husband bought it was $25, so more than worth it. I would have actually paid a lot more because I like the hardcover of it, and it's in excellent condition. At least my copy is. Plus, again, it has already expanded my knowledge and given me more of a jump-off point in a thirst to learn more about the systems and history on that, which I guess I greatly needed to learn more about the foundations. So, again, if you got some familiar basis on the decks and tarot and systems and the Kabbalah tree of life, and that type of stuff, or you're into history or the occult, you have not read this, I seriously, again, give this 5 stars and recommend that to anybody. But again, it is an approachable read, but also insightful. And again, I'm going to look more into his Richard Cavendish books, as I appreciated this. I have heard of him before, but now I'm going to obviously put that onto my reading radar, which I have about 30 books I need to read right now in my collection and going forward. But again, it's always the quest and the joy of finding new knowledge, insight, and things to apply to your interests, creativity, and expand your horizons. And with this, before this gets too long rambling, again, recommend checking out this book. It is on Amazon. I thank you for watching this. If you have any questions regarding this book, any other book recommendations, yes, please feel free to ask. Please like and comment and subscribe to my channel if you like these videos or any other ones. And I hope this video finds you all well, and blessed be.